welcome back to Music Monday with Johnny Tiger. The date is, what is the date? This is a good question. I think the date is May 25th, 2020. This is week number 12 of the coronavirus stay at home, social distancing, quarantine. And we are back playing some straight flute or recorder flute. I really don't like calling it the recorder flute because when I think of a recorder, I'm usually thinking about a tape recorder. And when a lot of people hear about a recorder, they're thinking about a cheap little toy that only kids would play. But as you guys have heard, or at least I hope that you guys agree with me, that you can you can generate some beautiful, beautiful sound with a recorder flute. And today, I'm going to tell you of the 5 things that will make you an amazing recorder flute player. Or maybe I should say a good recorder flute player. Because maybe I am not quite amazing yet. But I definitely think that I am qualified to talk about, after all these years of playing the recorder, what you can work on to make it good and less childish. To make it easy to remember, we abbreviate it into FAT TV. FAT-TV. FAT TV. So there are 5 items, and we'll go through them one at a time. The first item that you need to know to get good at recorder, or pretty much any kind of instrument, is feeling. F is for feeling. Um, Now, the F in this case also can mean phase or fade. What we mean by that is not all the notes are equal. So for you to graduate from playing a childish instrument to playing a serious instrument, you got to put some feeling into it. You got to make your notes come alive. You need to feel the song that you're playing. Let me give you a quick example. If I just play this song without feeling, um, did I play the song correctly? Yes. But did I put any feeling into it? Is the song good? Well, some people may say, yeah, it's not bad. And yeah, I guess, as far as sound go, it wasn't too bad. But if you start to put some feeling into it, even if I don't put any actual technique into the song, it's almost like heaven and earth different. And it's not just about slowing it down. It's about letting your letting your soul into the song, rather than ending the note like so abruptly. Let it trail off. Just let it fade away. This is why F is also for fade. And that is how you get that almost native American flute sound out of your recorder, is to let it fade away, maintain control, but don't cut off your notes like it's being severed with a knife. Let the note run when they need to be, and put your feeling into it, and fade the note out, and fade the note in. Again, fading them in is the same thing. Rather than we can go just like that. Let your air, let your breath play through the instrument like wind, like summer wind, like autumn wind. Let it flow, let it fade, let it get stronger, let it get weaker. Put your emotion, put your feeling into the song. Number two, air. A is for air. Now this one is obvious. You need air to play any kind of wind instrument. But that's not the only thing we're talking about when we talk about air. When we say air, we mean how you let that air into the instrument. This is a song that played without any kind of mastery of air. So what's wrong with that? Well, because while it sounds okay, you are basically just blowing into the instrument. You're not shaping the pronunciation, you're not shaping your notes. Play the same song again. This is what it sounds like when you control and shape your air. Again, it's a small thing, but makes a lot of difference in the songs that you play. There are different ways of shaping your air. The most typical is a 2-2. So you want to make a T sound when you blow into your straight flute or recorder flute. Okay? So you don't want to just go whoo, because that's going to turn into eventually you're going to run out of air, which is why we need to shape the air that go in. Never give the instrument more air than it's required. Okay? Your air, your input with your air should be like the word you speak. When we talk, we got to think about what we say, or at least we should think about what we say, how to shape and form our word, how to pick the right word. When you play an instrument, especially a wind instrument, you got to learn how to shape your wind, your air, so it produces the most beautiful noise or sound for that instrument. Number three, timing. Perhaps one of the most important thing to play the flute well, the straight flute or any kind of wind instrument, again, is how you time your notes. This is not to say that like timing like fast song, slow song, whatever song, but this is about how you make use of the breath you have. You got to learn to blow hard when it's required and soften it up when it's required. You got to learn when to uh, bring in a new breath. You got to learn when to exhale, when to inhale. Otherwise, if you just play the little warm up I just did, it's going to turn into something like what's happening there? Well, I'm taking pauses when there shouldn't be pauses because I ran out of breath. So you got to look at what you're playing and when is the most appropriate time to exhale, when is the most appropriate time to let all your air out, and when is the most appropriate time to inhale. Let your notes fade, let your air play, and always keep track of your timing. Sometimes it's harder with fast songs, but if you lose track of your timing, you're going to find yourself gasping for air after playing a lot of tunes on the recorder and on any kind of wind instrument. So now we got the first three out of the way. F is for feeling, A is for air, and T is for timing. Number four. Number four and number five are the two things that really going to bring you to that next level. Number four, T is for trill. Trill is when you play with your notes so they're not straight. When you move your fingers in a way to add a little bit of flair, little bit of up and down in your notes. This is a song played without the trill. Now, if we take something like that and then we play with our notes by tapping the wind holes, the keys, uh, with our finger, just let our fingers play gently along the body of the flute. It adds so much more flavor to any song that you are working on and you're wanting to play. Uh, Even simple songs like now if we change that and add in trill, then it suddenly takes on a new dimension. So lift your finger, put them back, flutter them along the notes. Sometimes you don't even have to move them away entirely. If all you're doing is bending your note halfway, in this case, I'm only moving my finger like halfway off the hole before covering it up again. Last but not least, what you need is V for vibrato. There are many ways to achieve vibrato on a wind instrument. Most of the time you do it either by gently rocking the instrument or
The time is now 9 p.m.
thank you. Or you do it by playing with air. Remember, number two is air. So rather than blowing all your air into the instrument, control the output. Rather than let it vibrate in your throat, in your mouth. You can do it slow and do it fast, but it sure adds a lot to a song. This is a song played without vibrato. This is a song with vibrato. Again, it's the same song, but it adds so much more to the song. So remember to turn into a serious recorder flute player from a childish instrument player. You need feeling, you need air, you need timing, you need the trill, and then you need vibrato. And above all, have some fun with your instrument. Uh, don't be so scared of the occasional squeaks and squawks and weird noises. That's all part of the game. That's going to happen, even to the best of us. Thank you for checking out today's Music Monday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Tactical Tuesday. For now, be safe, be strong, and have a good night.